there's only a few people participate in joining this local because a theatre individual is not a creative force that can put pressure on the government. Just like us now gathered here today. It is a political revolution called the Chinese Communist Party. This dictatorous and also totalitarian. So I ask all people in Europe and UK, join the movement, is it? Join the movement! Join the movement! Fight for freedom! Join the movement! Fight for freedom! Free the 45! Free the 45! Free the 45! Free the 45! HSBC, you can't hide! You are on the tyrant side! HSBC, you can't hide!
You are on the tyrant side.
Cathay Pacific, you can't hide!
You are on the tyrant side.
Cathay Pacific, you can't hide! I'd like to introduce, we've got two more speakers. I would like to introduce Sarah Lee, who is an activist with the socialist organisation Workers' Liberty.
Thank you. As you all know, a lot of the Hong Kong 55 are trade unionists and labour activists. And this is important because the workers of Hong Kong and China are the ones who have the power to overthrow the CCP and win true democracy. If you think about it, without the labour of workers, steel doesn't become skyscrapers, bricks don't become houses, cotton doesn't become clothes, and silicon doesn't become iPhones. So if the workers withdraw their labour, the whole Chinese economy will grind to a halt. Workers are the only power with a real interest in making a revolution against the CCP. Now, there are capitalists and business people and billionaires who say that they want democracy in Hong Kong and China. And there are conservative politicians here in the UK who also say that they want democracy in China. But when the workers rise up to take control of the streets and to take control of their workplaces, we know that these capitalists and these billionaires and these Tories will be on the side of the CCP, shooting workers down and protecting their own profit. So the forces that will make a revolution in China will be the workers, not the people in general, but the workers. And that is why we send our solidarity to trade unionists like healthcare workers in the EU and aviation workers Carol Ng. And the fight for Hong Kong's self-determination lies within the working class, not just the working class of China, not just the working class of Hong Kong, but the international working class, including us workers here today. So we will not rely on Western powers who say that they support freedom in China and at the same time undermine freedoms in the UK. We won't rely on Tories who say that they support human rights in China and at the same time persecute gay people and asylum seekers in the UK. We won't rely on arm's length methods of sanctions, and we will not rely on Donald Trump's trade war. Western capitalists do not fight in the interest of Chinese workers, but they fight in the interest of nationalism and profit. They do not fight for us. All over the world, bosses have a common interest, but workers have a common interest too. Freedom of speech is a working class issue. You know, when you don't have property, when you don't have money, when you don't own factories, when the only thing that you have to sell is your own labor power, the right to strike, the right to withdraw your labor power, the right to protest, that means everything to you. The factory owners, the business people, the real estate developers, all of these people will get by without democracy, but we won't. So even though the protests have ebbed, you can see that in China, strikes continue to happen, workers continue to organize, because when there is class struggle. We rely on that, we build on that. We must keep fighting, we must keep protesting, we must keep making it an issue in the Labour Party and in the unions. We must build our own power as workers. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So following that, we say we the workers have the right to organise and to fight. We the workers have the right to organise and to fight. We the workers have the right. We the workers have the right. And we ask as well that our own government, as the speaker from the Green Party said, as Sarah Lee mentioned, stop oppressing people who have come to this country just to escape tyranny and destruction and poverty. Our own government cannot say, whether the Labour Party or the Conservative Party, cannot say that it stands with people fighting for freedom for a second, when if people arrive here seeking shelter from those tyrants, they are put into camps, they are put into detention centres. Our government must welcome every single person who comes here seeking shelter from tyranny and from oppression. Say it loud, say it clear, refugees are welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear, refugees are welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear,
Refugees are welcome here.
say it loud, say it clear.
Refugees are welcome here.
And finally, to round us off, it gives me great pleasure to introduce long-time labour rights and political activist and writer from Hong Kong, Ao Long Yu. Ao Long Yu.
Hello everybody. Hello, yes. I will briefly talk about something in English and then in Cantonese. There is one thing is I think this among these 47 so-called criminals, there are 3 of them I think which is who I'd like to talk about. For instance, the long hair, I knew since 1976. We have been protesting on the streets and campaigning for labor rights and human rights, and above all also democracy back in 1976. And he was arrested in 1979 and detained for 3 months. So it is a long struggle. And the next one is Carol Ng, who has been working for the CTU for a long time, and she has been involved in the aviation workers organizing. And it was the civil aviation union had been very instrumental in conducting the first mass strike on the 5th of August, and the civil aviation unions they couldn't call for a strike officially because of technical reasons and maybe because of political reasons. But actually, the occupations in the airport, there were many trade unions from trade unions workers there. It was because of their contribution which makes the occupation in the airport possible, and has paralyzed half of the flights in 3 days. And then the third one I'll talk about is Winnie Yu. Winnie Yu, yes, she organized Hong Kong NHS trade unions in a very, in just matters of few weeks, it recruited more than 10% of the trade union of the NHS workers, and they has organized a 5-day strike in February with thousands of trade union members joining. So you can imagine, yes, the power. Actually, it is the power of these labor struggles among the democracy movement which frightened the CCP. At the end, I think what I want to say is the three persons, the three leaders, they represent the older generation, the middle-aged generation, and the young workers like really you. 其實就係老中青三結合啊！我覺得即係呢個咧係需要講出嚟就係咩咧？而家我哋咧就係咁多人都出嚟係好嘅，咁但係我哋亦都知道好多香港嘅手足係仍然係有啲消極，仍然有創傷之中。但係我哋唔好悲觀，我哋唔好失望，我哋唔好繼續即係陷於咗創傷裏面。因為點解咧？其實呢個故事啊，老中青三結合其實係好有意思，就係話我哋一定要將民主嘅奮鬥、人民嘅奮鬥一代一代咁樣接續落去。所以唔好問我哋自己做到啲乜嘢，我哋要問一樣嘢嘅就係、我哋有冇做到呢一個奮鬥嘅成全？老中青之後，而家20歲嘅，而家10歲嘅，將來會有幾多個會繼續站出嚟？我哋要問呢一樣嘢，我哋要有歷史嘅眼光，咁樣我哋先至能夠打到專制嘅。多謝大家。
Thank you, everyone. And before we go, I say we line up on the pavement and get some photographs and make some noise so that the embassy won't forget that we were here and they won't forget that we're coming back. So if everyone wants to line up, face your placards that way. Does somebody want with a camera? Yeah, if we face this way, like this. And if someone with a camera wants to skip onto the middle and take a photo.
同埋咧，將我哋嘅聲音咧傳達到香港在囚嘅弟兄姊妹。
And let's remind ourselves that those in prison are not alone. Today's demonstration was supported by the Hong Kong Labour Rights Monitor, Workers Against the CCP, John McDonnell and Nadia Whittam, the MPs, the Assistant General Secretary of the PCS, the Deputy Leader of the British Medical Association, the Assistant General Secretary of the Fire Brigades Union, leading people in the University and Colleges Union and Unison, the Green Party Trade Union Liaison, the Borderless Movement, Democracy for Hong Kong, Hong Kongers United, Workers' Liberty, China Deviants, and every single person here. Thank you for coming out. Let's make some noise. What do we want? When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Freedom 45!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Freedom 45!
When do we want it?
Now!
釋放所有政治犯
釋放所有政治犯
，release political prisoners，
Release political prisoners!
no to dictatorship，
No to dictatorship!
鎮壓可恥，
鎮壓可恥！
暴政必亡
暴政必亡
，no to dictatorship，
！No to dictatorship!
no to political repression，
No to political repression!
release all political prisoners，
Release all political prisoners!
釋放所有政治犯，
釋放所有政治犯！
初選無罪，
初選無罪！
釋放政治犯，
釋放政治犯！
初選無罪，
初選無罪！
釋放政治犯
釋放政治犯
，power to the people，
！Power to the people!
power to the people，
Power to the people!
power to the people。
Power to the people!
The workers united will never be defeated.
The workers united will never be defeated.
The workers united.
Will never be defeated.
The workers united.
Will never be defeated.
The workers united.
Will never be defeated.
Resist tyranny. Join the union. Resist tyranny.
Join the union.
Resist tyranny.
Join the union.
Resist tyranny.
Join the union.
Thank you everyone. We will continue to struggle until all the people are released in the prison. So we will continue this struggle.
We will not give
Give up. Thank you everyone. 我哋會繼續抗爭，我哋
永遠唔會放棄。
多謝大家，請大家
密切留意
之後我哋嘅
信息。 繼續參加每一場嘅行動，表達我哋心裏邊嘅訴求，好唔好？好！多謝大家。
時代革命。
Everybody, if you have one of these placards, can you please bring it here? We have very little money, so these cost us. People ask us, who funds you? Nobody. So give us these back, please, and we can bring them on future protests. See you again.